Hey, what's up, everyone? Baller here. We now have the seventh game for October 22nd, 2025 NBA Game Day, and this is the Western Conference matchup between the New Orleans Pelicans and Memphis Grizzlies. It'll happen at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 8 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. And I'm inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new predictions are uploaded. All right. Also, for those who are interested to avail our premium picks or best picks, you can just actually reach us through Messenger, Viber. The information are right below. We have new subscribers yesterday. Thank you very much for availing our promos. And again, we got discounts offered for those who would subscribe for the entire season. All right, so let's talk about this one. The spread that is given is -4. That's given towards Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies would be enjoying the home court advantage as this one will actually be held in FedEx Forum. Now, in terms of health, both teams are actually gonna miss some of their players. Let's start with New Orleans Pelicans. They won't be having DeJounte Murray and Kevon Looney. Now for Memphis Grizzlies, as always, man, they are missing a lot of players. They won't be having Scottie Pippen Jr., Zach Edey. I guess they're missing like 4 players, maybe even 5. I guess one is actually at game time decision or like day to day situation. So in terms of health, we gotta say that New Orleans Pelicans, even though they are missing, some people too, or some players too, I gotta say that they do have the advantage because of the number of players that Memphis Grizzlies will be missing. In terms of offense, I gotta say that Memphis Grizzlies would have the advantage on this. Despite of them missing some players, they would be having Ja Morant, and they would be having Jaren Jackson Jr. Just by those two alone, that already gives them the option to go inside the paint. At the same time, with Ja Morant can actually play inside and outside the court. So inside and outside the paint rather, and that actually gives them more options than New Orleans. New Orleans, well, we all know who their star is, and he's actually a huge threat inside the paint. But man, the Memphis Grizzlies, they got Jock Landale and Jaren Jackson Jr. Highly likely those two will actually start for them. So that's actually going to be a huge combo for Memphis Grizzlies. In terms of defense, I gotta say that Memphis Grizzlies would have the advantage as well. Again, just those two bigs that they have, that actually gives them a huge threat inside the paint. You just can't do some, easy dribble drive with those two players. KCP is actually with Memphis Grizzlies, and we all know KCP is actually one of those better wing defenders. Off the bench, Memphis Grizzlies would still have GG Jackson and Santi Aldama. Again, they can just provide some headache towards New Orleans Pelicans' offense. In terms of momentum, and let's just skip that part. Both teams didn't really do good during preseason, so I'm gonna skip that one. I've bumped into some of the predictions online by some of the analysts, and there are a lot who are actually picking New Orleans Pelicans, but on this one I'm still picking Memphis Grizzlies despite of the -4, -4 spread, and despite of them missing some players. Memphis Grizzlies, they know how to figure it out. One of the things that I couldn't understand for the past couple of years, even though they're missing lots of players, they are able to pull it through. You know what I mean? Plus, they are at home. They are one of the better teams whenever they are playing at home. And for me, Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. should be enough to give New Orleans Pelicans some headache. So my pick on this one would be Memphis Grizzlies -4. Peace out. Pasay love, and God bless.